This stock that's popping off today with this huge green candle just got a big investment from OpenAI and ChatGPT. That seems to be the new buzzword lately, right? Everywhere we go, we're talking more and more and more about new investments from OpenAI and ChatGPT. Nvidia popped on the news. AMD popped on the news. Now this stock right here, as you can see, is also popping up on the news and blowing through these order blocks. We'll tell you about that and more on today's trading room. See, Joe, that my friend is how you do a nice teasy hook. Now, what stock are we talking about here? We're talking about Walmart. Walmart of all stocks just got an infusion, a partnership with OpenAI. Walmart stock is up over 5% right now, because it's the latest company to announce a partnership with OpenAI. Walmart said that customers will be able to shop and purchase items directly on ChatGPT using instant checkout. Additionally, on the flagship Walmart website and Sam's Club website, customers will be able to interact with ChatGPT conversationally in the search bar. Okay, Joe, tell me your opinion. Do you think we're jumping the shark here on AI? Because I almost feel like it was like Bitcoin in 2021, weed stocks in 2020, where like everybody wanted to throw around these buzzwords to help boost their stock price, yet none of this really materialized. I feel like we're reaching that point with AI. You tell me though, what do you think?
Well, honestly, we're going to follow the trend, right? So if they want to pump a stock and we get the signals to get into it, that's great. If they don't pump it and the signals never come, that's okay too, because there's so many options out there. Every day, there's something going up, something going down. You just got to find the trend. So for me, I don't necessarily need the news to lead me in a direction.
Oh, a lot of people trade it though, right? Like
Mhm.
Corey, he's saying that AI has been super helpful with his Amazon shopping. In fact, during or in the chat, tell me, how if you what do you feel about OpenAI at this point? Jeremy, the MVP says it was like pharma during COVID 2020 COVID. Oh, right. I remember that. My brother-in-law, who is a compulsive gambler, like literally cannot wait to go to the Indian casinos on the weekends in Oklahoma, compulsive gambler to the core, was bragging about how he bought was it Monsanto? No, it wasn't Monsanto. What was the stock that the shots, not Pfizer, the other one? Um, I can't
Mm,
remember off the top of my head. I thought it
Not
started with M.
Moderna.
Um, Moderna, yes, how he bought Moderna. And I remember asking one day, I was like, "Oh, okay, good for you. How'd you find it?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. I just heard people talking about it." Right. And of course, you know what he did, Joe? Threw it all the way up and all the way back down because that's what people do. That's what
Yeah.
people do, right? They feel like they're geniuses when they find the one stock, but they have no exit plan in order to keep those profits. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate that. Keep those profits as they go down. That's where outliers are different, right? This is not normal what we do. Speaking of not normal, let's watch this video. This is Sam's Club CEO explains how employees are leveraging AI tools in addition to the Chat GPT shopping experience.
AI journey. The company is placing enterprise-grade ChatGPT tools directly in the hands of its frontline leadership. Club managers will be able to use AI to aid in business insights, such as pinpointing sales trends. For more on the company's growth strategy, let's get to Sam's Club CEO, Chris Nicholas. Chris, it is great to see you. So walk us through this new AI rollout, Chris. What's it going to mean for the business?
Yeah, thanks for having us on. We're really excited about the idea that we can give our frontline leaders access to enterprise-grade ChatGPT. And what this does is it just empowers them to use the best tools out there to solve problems, to help them move faster, to help them remove bottlenecks, be creative, and ultimately
Ugh, I forgot all the corporate buzzwords that people love to use. Good gravy.
serve their members and their associates better. And we think that we should give them access to that. We love technology at Sam's Club, and we love to lead with the idea of putting technology in service of people.
So give me a real world example, Chris. I'm a club manager using this new AI assistant. What is it going to help me do?
Yeah, about 10 days ago now, we announced the access to this at our holiday meeting, which is a big meeting we have with thousands of people. And we announced to them that we were going to give them access to this. And there was just a big cheer. People were so happy to just be trusted with access to this information, where they can put business information into this system and help them move faster. What we've seen since is like a really competitive run to all of the different things they can do. And examples that I've seen in the last few days are about merchandise. So tell me about local merchants, local businesses that make items that I'd love to sell in my club, and being able to get the details of those businesses and connect them directly with the merchants means we can go to market so much faster than we could have done before. Another one was there's a sporting event happening down the road that we would never have seen, and we can get merchandise ready for that. One club manager told me just yesterday that he spends hours pouring through reports to work out what decisions he should make on what he should sell and how he should merchandise and what should his staffing look like. That now takes minutes, and he uses that time to go connect with his associates and develop them, connect with members, build relationships. So we're seeing things from like just taking time away to allowing them to just be merchants and be CEOs of their businesses already, and that's 10 days in.
Does this
Yeah, this feels so much like corporate buzzword speak, right? Everything is amazing. Like when he said that all of our employees were cheering. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure they were. Yeah, sure. Yeah, they were cheering because they're like, oh, if we don't cheer, then we're not going to get paid. Well, they'll find somebody else. They're going to use ChatGPT to replace us. Oh no, it's going to be awful. So let's go look over at Walmart inside of OVTLYR real quick. So looking at Walmart, we're still sitting on a sell signal, right? This news just came out today. So there's a possibility that it could change as soon as tomorrow. But of course, follow the data that's presented to you. A couple things to keep in mind, though, is that the trend of the market is in place, but the market has sell signals. All three indices have sell signals. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Market breadth is bearish. And then this sector, the staple sector, is also bearish as could be, right? Look at how fearful on average the stocks are inside of this sector. And then we have bearish breadth, meaning that it has more sell signals than buy signals. And again, Walmart's still sitting on a sell signal. So it does have this big, powerful move, right? Anytime you can see a push through order blocks right here, that is a great thing, right? That means that buyers are overwhelming any sellers who are looking to get out. And honestly, that's a great place to start. So what do you think, Joe? Is Walmart a buy for you?
Well, not yet. Like if we look at the top right there at the OVTLYR 9, there's not a lot of green there. So I'd be tempted to let this one get a little more positivity to it. But like you said, anytime you push through an order block like that, there's a lot of buying going on. So maybe later this week, perhaps we'll have to see.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been waning on greed for a minute. Still with that sell signal, but it was in a bullish trend. Your 10 was over the 20, price was over the 50. So we got a few disagreements here. It's not a full confluence of signals like I would want to trade to put my money at risk, right? But you got to be able to be adaptable to whatever the market gives you, right? That's the one of the key tenets of a very successful trader is not putting their opinions on the market, but letting the market tell them what it's going to do, right? So in the meantime, let's do this. Welcome to the OVTLYR invitation only live stream trading room, right? This is where we help you save time, make money, and start winning with less risk. So if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be talking about our 4 trading plans M, A, ETF, and plan sit and cash and don't F up your portfolio. Now, if you want normal returns, this is not for you. But if you want outlier returns, you're in the right place. I saw somebody yesterday in the Discord talking about how the annualized returns on plan ETF, just based on that, we did roughly 2% in the span of 13 days. They were like, oh man, if you annualize that return, it was something like 40-something%. And I was like, huh, that's pretty sweet for one of our defensive plans, right? That's not too bad. Wait a minute. What our defensive plan had an annualized return. Granted, that's just one trade, so don't like too deep into it. Our annualized return on our defensive plan was 42%. Joe, that doesn't sound normal.
No, not normal at all. But then again, this is not normal. Outliers are not normal. This is professional trading, and we are fund managers.
Well, we need to get to the point where we act like one, right? If you're still like having a lot of FOMO, if you're still chasing everything, right? In fact, there was someone in the chat, I saved this earlier. Justin said, my brother-in-law has the same trading plan that he used to have, but he doesn't anymore, right? And then Jeremy, the MVP, said, hey, that's what I did when we talked about Moderna going all the way up and down. Not anymore. Not anymore. I'm a professional now. There you go. Stevie says 9 months ago, I'd be FOMOing into Walmart, but not now. I'm cool, calm, and following the outlier plan. That's awesome, man. Congratulations for you. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. So let's go through these plans here, see if we need to do anything. But before we need to make sure we reduce risk before adding any new trades. So let's review our active trade exit signals. So we are in, oh, actually, I could go right up here. Don't have to scroll that far. We're in plan sit in cash and don't F up after yesterday, right? We got that sell signal on the Qs. So what's there to do besides, Joe?
Sit in cash and not F up.
That's right. That's right. We don't want to mess up our portfolio, right? We're still going to be earning interest in SGov. SGov's annual interest is, I think it's 4.3-ish%. Don't quote me on that. But we're still earning interest on our uninvested funds, which is amazing, right? Such a huge hack. And I mentioned this yesterday, and I totally agree with this. If I had known that I could sit in cash and be paid in the last 16 years of trading, I probably could have bought a house with that. Right. I
Yeah.
probably could have bought a house with the amount of interest that I could have earned over the last 16 years. But I only learned about it in May. But you better believe, right, as soon as I found out about it, I added that right into my trading plan. By the way, Carol Catherine, goodness gravy, she's sticking to her plan when she's up 82%. Now, Carol Catherine, here's a little trading psychology thing for you specifically. When people are doing really well, that's where they get really careless. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be careless, right? But if somebody's looking at this like, I'm up 82%, right? This is house money, whatever. I'm just going to buy this, going to buy that, right? And then they F up their portfolio. Effing up portfolios is more common than being successful, as you would imagine. And that is one of the ways that they do. That is one of the ways that they do. John Joseph asked the question, how to get into sit in cash and don't F up? It's really easy. Just sell out of everything and then you're in cash. I know it sounds crazy, but honestly, the goal with this is to be defensive, right? When we don't have one of our offensive trading plan times that are setting up, the goal is to be defensive, right? We don't want to incur any losses that we don't have to. However, let's cover what plan sit in cash and don't F up looks like. That is down here. And it's buying shares of SGov. Now, like I mentioned earlier, SGov is an interest-paying security. So you're going to be paid pretty much on a daily basis by holding SGov. Let's go to that real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like. Every day that ticks by, SGov goes up slightly. So that's interest you're earning on a daily basis. Now, you'll also notice here that it goes in this like wave pattern, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That is because the interest you're earning is then deposited into your account as a dividend. Anytime a stock pays a dividend, it goes down by the amount of the dividend. So what's really cool about that is you're going to get paid no matter what as it continues on and on and on. Danny says he's a Walmart truck driver and I'm cheering in my truck every day because I'm an outlier. Outstanding. Unfortunately, I got bad news for you, Danny. They're coming for you, right? They're coming for you. They're going to use that OpenAI. They're going to use that ChatGPT, and they're coming right for you, my friend. I'm sorry, Danny. We got to get you to be a professional fund manager as fast as possible. That's the plan. But I'm glad that you're here, my friend. I love you, Danny. I'm glad you're here, dude. Let's take a look at that plan. Again, we're just going to sit in cash. The exit signal is if anything sets up. So the next step is clearly, what is the market telling us? Is anything set up? If these are true, continue plans M and A. So SPY in a bullish trend. Let's go look. Let's go look. I have SPY right here. Green overlay right there means it's in a bullish trend. It's in a bullish trend, which is great. Next, the SPY having a buy signal. No, the SPY has a sell signal that came through just yesterday. And the full stocks breadth. Let me go to breadth. The full stocks. We cover 2,600 of the most liquid stocks right now. And we are adding 6,000 more in the next couple of weeks. Before the end of the month, we'll have 6,000 more stocks and ETFs. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Man, breadth looks terrible, Joe. They need a breath mint around here because we're at 20.11%, meaning 80% of the market has sell signals. 80% of the market. Yet there's people who are like clamoring hand over fist saying, oh, I got to buy something. I got to buy something. We're getting less and less uptrends. Look at how many uptrends we've got. It's just like falling off a cliff down here. Does it actually say? Oh, it does. 1,450 uptrends up to 1,500. Now we're down to just 800 uptrends. That means half of the number of uptrends are now gone in downtrends. Ooh.
I feel like it's the ocean wave leaving the beach and it just wants to suck your money with it. But I'm going to hold on to mine and it's going to be ready when the market's ready.
Absolutely. So, I mean, looking at what the market's telling us, we're not imposing our will upon the market. We are being astute traders. We're being professional fund managers, and we're listening to what the market's telling us. And it's saying, yes, you have a bullish trend. No, you have a sell signal. No, you have a bearish breadth. What about our heat map over here? The SPY heat map has been so elevated for so long. It's currently at 65. It's finally starting to contract. And we want to see that growing, right? It's 65 and falling right now. 65 and falling. So for that, we're not going to trade plans M or A. All right, fine. If we can't trade plans M or A, what about playing ETF, right? What about our other defensive plan? Playing ETF. Uptrend in Q, uptrend in SPY, we do have that. But both of these have sell signals. All of the market indices have sell signals today. So Joe, if all of them have sell signals today, are we going to run plan ETF?
No, we're not. Because as soon as we hit one signal that is red, that means we got to go to the next plan.
That's
So
right.
we missed M, we missed A, we missed ETF. Now all we can do is sit in cash.
That's right. Now, is that fun? Is that exciting? No. But that is what a professional fund manager is doing right now. Because as one of my mentors, Mark Minervini, would say, wait in cash for proper setups. How long? As long as it takes. Now, in the meantime, I'm not trading today. I don't think Joe, you trading today?
No, actually I'm preparing.
Joe's
making
prepping, right?
making sure that I'm ready as soon as
Wait,
I
wait,
get
wait.
those signals.
I got it. Hey, Joe, remember, while you're doing nothing, less experienced, lesser disciplined, and less skilled investors are laying the groundwork for your success. Let them build the bases and we'll buy the breakouts. How's that sound, Joe? Does that sound all right?
It sounds great to me. I just hope none of the my fellow outliers are building that foundation, because once we get those signals, let's all go for it.
That's right. All right. So now what I want you to do is, if you have some new trade ideas, put them in the chat with the hashtag in. I'm going to run this screener right here. And I don't know if anything's going to pull through. Let's see. Running the screener. Okay. So it looks like we got a couple names. Here's one from today and then one from yesterday. That's it. Let's start with CLBT. So CLBT, this is in the tech sector. Got that buy signal today. It's already in a really strong uptrend. Looks like it might have an order block that it's got to fight through. It's at 4 of 9, so I would actually consider that a weak sell, right? But of course, you do you. Figure out what works for you and your plan. Let me zoom in just a little bit on the 3-month here. We can see it's getting more greedy, even though the tech sector has bearish breadth, bearish fear and greed. It is getting more greedy. Let's go to CBLT over here. CBLT. And oh wait. Did I type that wrong? CLBT. CLBT. There we go. Oh yeah, there's that order block up ahead. So there is no way on God's green earth that I'd be buying that stock. I mean, it's staring right in the face of overhead resistance. I mean, the reason that we care about this is these buyers right here feel trapped. They feel stuck. They feel pissed off, and they are waiting so hard for finally being able to come back and break even. And they got what they prayed for. That big, ugly, nasty downtrend hit a huge V reversal after earnings, came right back up to them. Now it's going to take a lot of buying power, a lot of buying pressure to push this up higher. Let's go to another one. Close a couple tabs here. Let's go to the next one here. PSTG. Carol says, I have joy when I sit in cash and the market dips. I know, right? I know, right? Hey, Joe says, make the like button black. Like with black eyes and stuff. I don't know about that. Or just like the little black logo. I got you, Joe. I got you. Hey, that's another Joe. Joe, is that you or is that a different Joe?
That's me.
Oh, that is you.
Yep.
I didn't realize you changed your thing.
I did. Yes, I did.
Oh, I just got a text that the bug guy will be here in 10 minutes. All right, gotta get it together here. I gotta wrap it up soon. But I like your new avatar, Joe. I had no idea that was you.
Hey, thanks.
So looking at PSTG, got a buy signal here, getting everything you'd want to see on the stock. However, the sector's not helping you out. The market's not helping you out. Look how greedy that was. Goodness gravy. Nearly pegged to the top of that as it went from this buy signal here all the way up. And then I got a sell. And now we've come right back to a new buy signal. PSTG. PSTG. Oh, yeah, that's what you want to see right there, right? New highs, maybe 52-week, maybe all-time highs here, it looks like. New all-time highs with a buy signal, getting more greedy. This is one of the stocks that I was talking about this morning, right? Is if you can find a stock like this, that's a leader in its group, right? In the tech sector, this is a leader by far, right? It's getting more greedy. It's got a buy signal. It's already in a big, beautiful trend. If the market can cooperate and turn around, these can explode higher. These are the ones that you're looking for that'll lead the stage to uptrends. But in the meantime, add it to your watch list, follow it, and while the market is not cooperating, just maybe take a backseat on it. Let's look at some new trade ideas from IC. We gotta go get some Coke. Gotta get some Coke. Good. Joe, what are you drinking over there today? I'm curious.
I'm a water man. Unless I have some hops, I'll sprinkle some of them in there too.
Did you say hops?
Yeah, beer.
Oh,
But today,
hops like
today
right in
water.
water? It's like, who does that? Who goes out in the field like, look at these hops. These are great, and just throws them in the water. Nobody does that.
Sometimes I filter my water through hops, is what I'm saying, Chris.
No, that sounds delicious. I am drinking because I'm a snob. Trader Joe's sparkling water, lemon flavored. I like the lemon flavored sparkling. I love the sparkly water. It's so much better than just regular water. And of course, I got to keep it in a Stanley cup. I was gifted this Stanley cup from my family for when I started to coach soccer. They're like, hey, you need a little clipboard, you need a water bottle. I was like, oh, you guys are so sweet.
We need
Anyways,
an outlier sticker on that, though.
I do. I need to order a sticker set. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at Coke. No, there's no Coke over here for us today, but Coke has 3 of 9, which is not brilliant. Not a great place to start there, I see. But let's take a look. The staple sector, also not looking so hot. Bearish breadth, bearish fear and greed. Coke, however, did seem to find a bottom and is getting less fearful, a little more greedy, which wouldn't surprise me too much, as the staple sectors usually do perfectly, well, not perfectly, but do much better when the market is not doing so hot. But the sector itself is not pulling through just yet. The trend is still bearish. The signal is still on the signal is still on stell. That's where it's at. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be buying Coke right now. But you know what? If you are going for it, IC, just know where you're going to get out. Know where your risk is at. Following up Coke, we need to get some pizza. PZZA. What is pizza? Is that Domino's? Is that Jimmy John's? What is that?
I'm gonna guess Papa John's.
Papa John's. That's what I meant.
Mhm.
Not Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's sells freaky fast sandwiches. Wait, what's going on over at Papa John's? They got some big moves going. Oh, they have 2. First off, 2 of 9 on Outlier 9 is a bad place to be. Sell signal, downtrend. What is going on with these candles? What's going on? PZZA. Oh, good gravy. This is order blocks. This is the Gotham City of order blocks right here. It is just like stacked. How many right at this moment? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 order blocks stacked on top of this. Yeah, there's no way. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. No way. Speaking of Gotham City, one of the jokes around my house is like, who would live in Gotham City, right? The most crime infested place on earth. Who would live there, right? But apparently tons of people love to live in Gotham City. I don't get it. Maybe they just love the nightlife. Maybe they love all the crime. It's just so interesting, right? Yeah. Anyway, Joe, listen, I gotta run. I got people showing up at my house here in just a moment. But listen, if you're ready to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, what do you think they should do?
Click on one of these videos.
One of these videos that are covering up our beautiful faces right now, Joe.
Those are the ones.
YouTube. If it only could frame Joe's face just right, just as handsomely as it possibly can. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk soon.